Hello, hello, hello. How's everyone doing? I'm continuing to work on this bag. I'm 2 days in a row. That's an accomplishment for me. It's not often okay, it's been a week. But yeah, 2 days in a row. Exciting. I already had dinner, had some spaghetti for dinner, so that was fun. It was leftovers, but so made making things faster. We have Bootsy sleeping away. I'll keep this bag here for now just because it kind of shows what I'm making. But if Bootsy goes down to that little corner, I'll probably move it. Just because. Oh, I wasn't counting. Mm, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So I know when I got off, I said I was going to go to bed. I ended up hopping on a group chat. I was just gonna hop on, say hi. They're playing Among Us, so I ended up staying up a lot later than I planned to playing some Among Us. It was fun. It's been a hot minute since I've played Among Us, and there's been a lot of changes. You know, there was a lot different. Yes and no. I mean, we played the smaller maps, so we played, the classic Among Us maps. But like the soundscape's gotten really nice. Um some of the like visual aspects of like decorating and your model decorating and stuff, that's gotten a lot nicer. It was just interesting, kind of cool to see. There's a new fungus map I do kind of want to check out, but there were only 7 of us, so it was just not enough people for that. And then we played a game where the killer could shapeshift, was a shapeshifter. I personally did not end up ever being the killer, but I was only killed by the killer twice. So I did catch the killer red-handed fully once. So they were planning on, they had like lurked in Polaris So we were on the turtle shape map, and they were lurking in the med bay room to get whoever came next, but they didn't realize there was a vent there. So when they went to kill, they just went straight into a vent instead, and it gave me time to run to the button. And I fully just called them out. Like, I felt bad because, like, you know, it was really cool. It was like immediate, like, to the point that, like, I called the meeting and they're like, all right, why'd you call this meeting? So felt bad for the killer, but sucks. Rookie move. I will say there was a new vent task that did throw me, because I thought there might be a special role with the fact that the vent had been lit up. Hello, how are you doing? Oh, all good. I figured that's what happened. I was talking about how I got off last night planning to go straight to bed, outside the fact that I was just gonna pop in and say hi to some of my friends on a Discord, and ended up playing Among Us. So talking about how I played Among Us last night for a bit. So I do note that I am currently crocheting a black circle. It is not very visually interesting. I know that it's also kind of just slow and tedious. So I did want to propose to y'all. Ooh, it was a beach day. Very exciting. But I wanted to propose to y'all if I should keep working on this bag, because eventually it's gonna get this, but like I can do this circle at like church, at my parents' off stream. You know, I can crochet off stream and like make progress, and then maybe we can stream some of the striping of the bag. So I wanted to propose to you, should I make another bunny? It would be a kind of stripy bunny like this one. Um, and I would be making it for my niece, because her birthday's in November. So I'm a few months out, but also would rather have the jump on things. So, Vanessa, I think you're the best one to make the call. If you would think I should do a bunny or keep working on this black circle. Okay, so we're hands down doing the bunny. I'll finish this row off then, just because I have 2 more edges. And then I have 3 more colors of big blanket yarn, and I kind of annoyed when I was making the super stripy bunny, because I probably would have used one of the colors I had. I just fully did not know I had them. So on me for not having good knowledge of apparently what I have in my stash. But my stash is also sorted by color, and I have color in front of color, so that's gonna be my excuse for one of them. That it was hidden behind other pinks. But my brother has requested that I make this scrappy like this one was. Very kind of Frankenstein kind of style. Oh, I'm fine with either. I'm fine with either. I'm down to do a bunny. This bag was a personal request for me to make by someone I know in my church. She wants to use it in her classroom. So I still might like work on this here and there during stream, But it's also one of those things where it's like, until I get to a more visually interesting or like a dynamic part, it's like this blob that's it's all black. It's a black void. You like you really can't see anything interesting with this, and so I don't want to have my stream be that, you know, that just doesn't feel, I don't know, engaging enough for me. If that makes sense, you know, like I think of like what I'd want to watch too, and be like, no, that's not interesting. Why would I want to watch someone just make a black circle slightly bigger over and over and over again? So, if you thought that was gonna be interesting, but if you really had wanted to see me make a circle, I would have been fine with that, you know. But I figured you'd like the bunny would be more fun. So I was just gonna work on the crocheted circle until someone joined to be able to make the executive decision for me, and then I could blame it on someone else as to why I wasn't working on him. Okay, so this is our last scrappy bunny. I did a color transition of 1 pink, 2 blue, 1 pink, 2 blue, right? So I've got 3 yarns. My thought is for the stripes, I'll use these 2 yarns. This is the same yarn that was used in this bunny, but then for like the accent ear pieces, I'll use this yarn. I think this yarn kind of works better for like the accent pieces. I don't know if I'll do a belly patch, I might, but if we're doing stripey, we might just keep it stripey. But then I could do like the arms in this and like the feet. So that's what I'm thinking. Ooh, pink, green, yellow yarn. Ooh, that sounds fun. Hold on. Think. Alright, let's see if I can find the center pole in this yarn. Because, as we know in the bunny pattern, it starts with the ears. Ooh. Okay, so it's a Barnet blanket. Let's check it out. Actually... Is it a baby blanket or is it just Barnet blanket? Why does it do that? Whatever. Also, is it like a cake? It's multicolored. Pink, green, yellow. Bootsy, that's your food. Is there blue in it as well? It's like, oh no, that would be the green. Is it this yarn? Nope, did I lose her? Stepped away to try to find the yarn, I think. Was it that yarn? Nope. Come on. Ah. Hold on. I have I think I might have found one. Hi Mike. We're looking at Vanessa's yarn. Is this it? It may be striped, not sure. I'm trying to find the center pole of this yarn, and it does not seem to want to let me do that, so. Trying to fill the commentary. Oh, might just have to give up on this. It's turquoise, white, yellow, and pink. Is this it? Does it look like this one? Okay, it didn't really get bigger. Just kind of made everything else bigger. All good. Turquoise, white, pink. Let's see. Is it more vibrant? Is it like super vibrant? Hold on. I'm from the Midwest, US. I found two. So there's this one, which is called Jelly Bean. Okay, I'm just gonna give up on a center pole for this and just go with an outside pole. Okay, the lighter one. This lighter one, it looks like it's called... If it's ever gonna load. Pitter Patter. Okay, so is this light one? Oh yeah, I don't think this one had white in it. Yeah, there's no white in it. And it's more green than yellow. But I still think this is a fun color, you know, here. Oh, that's just, oh, I liked this listing because it kind of showed you a workup of what this yarn looks like. Shucks. Oh well. Switch back to full cam. Oh. Hi Bootsy, welcome back. Bootsy is the only company I need. Okay, oh, that's one. Yes. I'm MelzCrochet. This is Boosty, my co-star / the true star of the show. I'm just the side character that has a voice. So we're working on the bunny, not the bag, but both are listed in the description. Because I wasn't sure what I was going to do. Oh, in the description of the video, no. That's the brand of the yarn I'm using. Sorry, I thought you were mentioning like the MelzCrochet website that I have linked. No, nope. Lion Brands and Barnet blanket yarn and the pattern. I don't own any of those. I'm kind of just showing what materials and patterns I'm using to work on the different projects that I'm currently working on. So like the Lion brand goes to a pattern that is for a bag design that was published and made available by Lion's Brand, the company themselves. Sorry, I misunderstand. Oh, weird. Let me double check that. I can double check that. I do know I made the channel before I made my website, because we went live with my website during stream one day. Okay. Alright, hold on. I'm almost done updating. Dead Soul Dan, thanks for joining the Discord. Alright. Now it should be published. I'll also update the there you go. I updated. Yeah. Okay, this is still play music in the background, so I had to check it out, make sure it was still on the safe playlist that YouTube's not gonna get mad at. Alright, yeah. So welcome to the Discord. It's pretty bare bones. It's mostly where you can get more immediate updates on when I've gone live. Also, if you have any crafty things you want to share, or I'll share some crafty things. Occasionally, we got different chats for that. We love good, cute animal post. But yeah, thanks for like giving me the heads up. I completely didn't even clock that I didn't have my shop listed anywhere on my channel. This is like a purpley white in this. It's not like a true white. It looks bluer. 6. Just throw me off. Alright. But yeah, last night I played a bit of Among Us. It was fun hanging out with friends, you know, after stream. Did have me up later than I initially wanted, but it was fortunately a slow day. We didn't really get any products in, but we did still have items to work that we wanted to get through and make sure we're ready to get started right away this morning. So you have to adjust your day, shift around, be ready, on your toes. Where is that? So my downloads. Is okay, that's just gonna be easier having that up on the side because my tablet's just falling asleep and weird. It didn't latch to each other. Annoying. There we go. But yeah, Vanessa, if you're still there, so you went to the beach. Any other big things that you do today? Because you always want to have your fun excursions, especially if you're still in Atlantic City. Ooh. So I stream to both YouTube and Twitch at the same time. Discord is like a group chat kind of setup. And on there, like when I go live, it sends everyone a notification that I'm live kind of thing. So I'm not really streaming to Discord. It's more so I put the notifications that YouTube and Twitch are both live. In theory, and hopefully, like, one day the Discord can be, like, lively place with a bunch of, like, chatter and conversations, and... But still, I still want it to be safe. But a walk on the boardwalk, that sounds absolutely nice, beautiful, you know. Lots of fun, relaxing, but, like, still invigorating. Glad you're liking Twitch. There is a mobile app of Twitch, so there's that. But also, I don't think there's anything wrong with YouTube. I enjoy streaming to both. You know, they got their own separate vibes, but I don't think there's anything wrong with that either. But yeah, going around making the first ear, feel like, I don't know if it's just that I'm using a smaller hook size, which I don't think I changed this hook size. I think it's still my big hook size, but it just feels harder to pull through. Yeah, I think rating is kind of a cool thing. You could also do joint streams, so you can have like other friends that are live on Twitch with you, and like you can like have a streaming party, quote unquote. That's another fun aspect. Yeah, Twitch has a lot of benefits, I think, you know. But YouTube, it just autoplay. I mean, I'm pretty sure when a stream ends on YouTube, it just autoplays you to something else, you know. It is what it is. Whether it's like another one of my videos or it's someone else's videos. I think it's still kind of an interesting concept that they've done. What you staring at? Or your eyes closed, bug? He was a menace last night when we were trying to go to bed. I was trying to eat some ice cream and he was trying to bite my ankles. And so I was trying to like hold him off while eating ice cream. I eventually threw a toy across the room. Yeah, it's a really fun pink. Hold on. It is Raspberry Kisses. That's a fun name. I did not start any other books today, but I am almost done with the second book in the Assassin's Assistant series. So I'm in book 2, which is the Assassin's Apprentice. It's a fun fantasy kind of like world book. Like there's definitely magic involved, but it's not super fairy-like. It's very much on like the whole premise of like who's really the villain kind of model. But there are some plots, like there's this one plot that is really intriguing, but also like I'm not loving, like it feels like there's some plot holes slash they're not questioning certain items. It's like, no, you should be questioning this. Also, this seems kind of convoluted, but okay. You know, like there's a whole point where they're like they have to go to this mystical beast to use to collect stardust, and then they're gonna use the stardust to try to find a certain individual. Well, but the stardust is guarded by this mystical beast, and they talk to the mystical beast and like ask it, can you tell us where this person is? And they're like, nah, I can't interfere, but here's this stardust that's supposed to like point you to this person as long as you have something that's of theirs. Well, they have like, but then the pieces like, but then it doesn't even take it to the same place. Like the person's not even there where they get directed to. So it's like, okay, what was the whole point of the stardust then, if it doesn't even do the thing it's supposed to say? Also, instead of getting the start, like I'm sure it's like, the thing is there's a little bit of the stardust left, and so I'm sure the reason they're like they had to go through this isn't really because they need it the first time, because this mystical beast could have just pointed them in this general location of like, you know, because that's all they really did. There was like, but they really needed the little bit left for the second time. You know, they're gonna use the little bit of stardust magic to do something else, I'm sure. But it just like feels a little bit convoluted slash, okay, why didn't you question the fact that it didn't take you, like this person's not there when the stardust was supposed to lead you to this person? Okay. There's also like, it's one of those things where it's like they didn't need to entirely say it, but also like they do a throw-off mention early in the second book about a character's cousin. It's like, okay, but she never mentioned a cousin before. Why not, you know? Like, there are just some things that like, okay, you could have mentioned your cousin in the first book. But you didn't. Okay. Oh, you've been struggling for money? Why didn't you talk to your uncle? it's like those little details that are just like, why? But there's also other things I was like, okay, that's why, you know. It is kind of like interesting and like satisfying that you don't, like, there's this huge like reveal and they actually, like, they didn't have to set it up, you know, like even though we are supposed to see things relatively from the eyes of our whichever main character they're having us look through at a time, you still don't get the whole story, which is kind of cool for certain reveals. Like, I do like that for certain reveals, because the audience, if the audience is clever enough, they can put the clues together, but they're not going to outwardly lay everything out until it gets fully to that point, which is kind of cool. This just feels like tougher. I don't know if I gotta... Okay, now, the next question, and this is something I didn't do with... I didn't do this with the other scrap bunny that I have. Like, I have their ears, like, there's clearly this pink here is like more predominant, right? The pink ears. But I have this teal and this purple. And so I guess, should I do one ear in teal and one ear in purple, and then like a nice 50-50 in the stripes? Like, what are we thinking? Nope, I can't have that there. That's covering Bootsy. You know, what do we think we want to do here, right? Because I could just, you know... Because, like, we know all the accent colors are going to be in this pink. Right? What I might do is, I might just make all the pink pieces first. So I can get it out of the way. And then we have one less ball of yarn in the way. Gotta move these back. 5, 6, 7, 9. Oh, where'd I put my scissors? Alright, there we go. Found them. There you go. There we go. I don't know. It feels so tough. I don't know. I didn't change hook sizes. This is. hate when I don't get nice insightful. Almost 8 o'clock. My light came on. Is this another? You're still here. Good. No, I'm drilled in on following this pattern again. I'm one of those things where I just don't store a pattern in my brain too much. The bunny is moving. I'm gonna grab some chocolate. Chocolate! Chocolate kiss. Have a talk again. Hi, Bug. Hey, look, the baby. He's making his main center stage. A beaut night. Yeah. We got, yeah, I too am multitasking. I'm paying attention to my cat and trying to crochet. Oh, you get scratches, stretches, scratches, 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 scratches. Yeah, you're being a cuddly bug right now. What? Ah. Ooh. So you did the legs of the octopus, hoping to get the body and head done. Nice. Nice. Exciting. It's been a while since I've done an octopus. I might revisit that after this bunny. I think I'll have enough yarn. I could do like this purple and pink octopus. Cause the last one I did is blue. It's very it's very much like a Chibi style octopus. It's not very realistic. It's kind of dumpy. It's not even a dumpy octopus. It's just vibes of octopus. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Ugh. Hello, baby duck waddles. How are you doing? You know what? That's fair. That's well, let crochet be your outlet. You know, crochet the bad away. I'm making a bunny, but I'm kind of crocheting a different way than I've done this pattern before. I'm doing all the accent pieces first. So like so this is the start of 2 ears. Here's the start of the 2 feet. And now I'm working on the arms, and then I'll make the tail right away. And then I can just kind of get this ball of yarn out the way. As you can see, I could not find the center pole, so nice tasseling on the yarn. I'm gonna do the body striped like this, in the purple and teal colors. Ah. You know what? You know what? That taking that moment and being like, nope, I'm not gonna cry anymore. I'm just going to, as as some folks on YouTube have put it, I'm going to stab, pull out their guts. I don't remember. Ooh, Supernatural. I love a good Supernatural episode. I didn't really get too far past the whatever season they after the whole God and Darkness episode or season. I didn't really once they introduced the after the God and Darkness season, I did not watch too much more. So it's still a show I have not finished. It's just not something. It just started dragging on. I know people still love it, and I still love like the OG Supernatural, but I think they should have stuck with their original plan and finished off with season 6. But oh well. We wouldn't have had the Leviathans then. That's what it is. Stab it, rip out its guts, throw it off the cliff. Even though I feel like that's more like a slip stitch. But it also doesn't really fit for like a double crochet or anything like that. So depending on what you're using, what stitch you're using to make your blanket. If it's double crochet or single crochet. I would not. Maybe with a blanket yarn you could get away more with a single crochet blanket yarn just because it works out, but like using like I have a crocheted tablecloth and I could never. I could never. That's just an art form. Haha. Oh, I'm on my last row. I was so confused for a second. I was like, I thought I was on row 7. No, I'm on row 6, going to row 7. It's single stitch? Are you using like a thicker yarn or that's not the largest, so it'll that's rough. That's rough. Oh no, I goofed. I wasn't supposed to pull it out yet. There we go. There we go. we go. That's not bad. Honestly, that's like it's definitely like a trek, but that's pretty good progress. Are you using like a pattern coming up with your own design? What you did you what you how'd you kind of plan it out? Oh. 5. Six. Seven. All right. Now to the tail. Little bitty tea, it's a little bitty tea, little bitty tea. There we go. Everything in the accent color is done. Alright, now we've got this purple and blue-green color that we're going to add on. So I'm trying to emulate this bunny here, right? But the question is, do I do solid colors for the ears like I did here, and then the striping on the face? Do I do 2 different ear colors like I did for the hands, and 2 different leg colors? Do a bit more balanced striping, because I had to do this because I was running out of the pink. Choices, choices, choices. That's the one downside of striping pattern. Because I'm not gonna do the whole increase. I've just never done an increase for working in the round. I think I'll fully make it like 50-50. And so, oh, hi Bootsy. Welcome back. How can I help you, sir? Do you want to just play with the yarn? You know I'm not going to let you do that, sir. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. Excuse me, sir. Oh. I am excited. I have a new ball winder coming tomorrow. It's an electric ball winder. Excuse me, sir. What are you doing? Okay, here's my end. No. No, no, no. There you go. Calm down, Buck. No! You goober. It's not for you to play with. It's for me to work with. Gotta go back up to the ears. Happy happy tap 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 tap. Yeah, it was like the ball winder I'm getting is like $24. I got it off Walmart. It was cheaper on Walmart than Amazon, but like available on Amazon too. Um, there we go. No, no. I was telling my friend the other day, I made the comment like, I would prefer if you did not do that. And their response was like, well, that's a preference. You gotta set firm rules. I'm like, you don't set rules with a cat. Cats do what cats want. And they're like, fair point. Yes, this is Bootsy. He is our guest star, the true star of the show, and I'm just here commentating his existence. He always cleaning. Ooh, nice, nice. Ah. Some industrial ambulatory music in the background. Hip-hop lo-fi streaming music. This is industrial lo-fi streaming music. What did I call it? So I guess I didn't show this earlier. Let me just show the ball winder that I'm getting. I'm getting this one. It was cheaper earlier today. I think it was only. Hold on, I don't know if I'm logged into my Amazon here. Yeah, I was comparing these two. Bibbins? What are bibbins? Oh, a bibbins yarn winder. Hold on, these? Bobbins. That. So these still? No, not this. Like these? Bobbins blanket? Oh, something like this more so? So you can tie on the specific color for your color work? I might. From the YouTuber I watched, this is what she liked the most because it kept pretty decent tension and she did a lot of ball winding, yarn winding, and it felt like it could go up to a thicker yarn. If it ends up working out where I can't use my blanket yarn with it, that's fine. I still have my manual yarn winder. I'm not using blanket yarn as much. But, you know, this is nice caking. You know, the purple is cheaper than the white. Like, look how uninteresting that white listing is. Purple's so pretty. Hold on. Oh, that didn't do the thing I wanted. Ah. I don't know how that image describes it. Okay, okay, I see it, I see it. Help with color work? I'll have to figure out if I can like attach it to this desk if I want to try it live, but I'll probably keep it on the sewing machine desk just because it has a thinner table and there's no lip. So this one, my desk here has like a lip to it, where just they clamp on better without a lip. What I might, ooh, I bet I could attach it to this Just if I'm going to use it temporarily. Because this is flat. It's got a front lip, but... I have some yarn to wind. We can try it with different... I have like this yarn as well, so we can try it with this. Yeah, absolutely. I'll give my thoughts. The reason I chose it is because Hollyana has one that looks identical, and she said she likes it better than her other electric winder. I don't remember what her other electric winder looks like. But she has a lot of hand issues, so... Okay, I will say this. I think this yarn was just scratchier. Because now that I'm to this yarn, I'm just gliding through this so much... So easily. You know, it's so much nicer. For the yarn winder or the yarn? Well, the yarn winder is Tongzuho. It's the only electric winder for Walmart. And then its Amazon equivalent is something different. Is Itoki. Itoki. Itokic. This is the Amazon listing. Oh, nope, can't send that. It's too long. This is a shorter link. Okay, so there's this one and I can't send the next other one apparently. Yeah, the Walmart one is cheaper. I will say it's only by a couple dollars, but it's cheaper on Walmart. So depending on how much you want to spend on it. Gained some yarn. Do-do. 19. Twenty. 22. Oh, is it, Bob? What is it? Hey, leave the bunny alone. You just playing? You just gonna play? No. Leave my yarn alone. Yeah, play with that. He a goober. He a goober. Yeah. 22. Okay. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Done. think Vanessa's dozed off, which I'm probably gonna do soon. Probably give us 5 or so more minutes on stream. I like to hit that 3-hour mark at the very least. Let's see if I can. Five. Two, three. Six. One. Ah. Two. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nine, 10, 11, Alright, we're gonna finish up. One, two, three, four, five, six. What are you doing? Hey, what are you doing? Happy there. Okay, this mess of a ball. Alright, with that, I'll have to do the purple ear and purple leg next. I may do it tomorrow night. I may be streaming again tomorrow night, but I may end up driving back to my parents tomorrow, solely because we got a whole cleanup thing going on Saturday, so I might not be live tomorrow. Which, I won't continue working on the bunny. I'll work on the bag, like I said. Otherwise, with that, I think I'll call it a night. I'll check out a raid. What kind of... Alright, we've got a market crocheter. So I think we can send y'all over there. And with that, I'll say good night to y'all. Night.